I'm never sure how many PSVR2 owners watch my PCVR content, but sometimes a indie developer comes along, most likely working alone or with a small team, and they drop a game or an experience that's special. And in the case of Subside, I would say it's extremely special, especially on PSVR2. Since the launch of the headset, we've had a real mixture in terms of visual presentation, but when everything on PSVR2 aligns, you get something undeniably beautiful, and Red Matter 2 will always sit as the first game that made my jaw truly drop in terms of clarity. But now, we can add Subside to that list of must-have PSVR2 titles, and dare I say it, purely for the graphics. For some of you original PlayStation owners, the feeling I get from Subside is similar to how I felt when I first saw the Manta Ray on PS1 on Demo Disc 1. I'll never forget that moment, and Subside kinda hits me the same, but luckily it's not just the photorealism that makes this a cool experience. It's the sort of game that feels simply amazing in VR because you are underwater wearing a scuba mask, and it completely makes sense while wearing a headset. And some of you may be thinking this is purely just a visual showpiece, but there's actually some pretty cool gameplay here too. It's been really lovely to take a break from killing aliens and get to freely explore some truly stunning sights and underwater creatures. And before I go any further, there's also a Pro patch, so I played both on the PlayStation Pro and the base PS5. And even though the developer has stated there is a technical difference, I would argue it's simply not obvious to the human eye. So on either system, it looks insanely sharp. When you play Subside, you'll find each level littered with coins, floppy holographic discs that unlock other levels, and little squeaky toys that also unlock special events, like the whales and the absolutely breathtaking Shark Tank experience. If you do get to unlock the Shark Tank experience, just try and hang in there for a minute or so because he really starts rattling the cage. You'll also open chests for more unlocks to increase your scuba diving experience. You can unlock things like webbed gloves to speed up your swimming, flippers so you can hold the triggers instead of having to flap your hands around all the time, but personally I like to combine the two to get around even quicker. You can unlock 2 lots of extra air, which is basically plus 30 seconds, a diving watch, a marker orb in case there's somewhere you want to return to, because some of these levels are quite big and you can get lost, and you'll eventually unlock a blowtorch, which means doing some backtracking to previous levels and unlocking even more crates. So there's definitely lots to do, and there's a ton of trophies as well. But it's the varying levels and environments that will keep your jaw on the floor. And out of all of these, the underwater caving is absolutely my favourite. These underwater tunnels are so tight, it can feel so immersive, and it may make some people panic, especially if you start running out of air and your head can't quite squeeze through certain gaps and you have to claw at the floor to get out. You'll start to hear your heartbeat increase and get louder, and your vision darken, and you will drown if you don't make it to any air quick enough. It's a truly intense and incredible experience. Subside should ideally be one of those instantly available games for all PSVR2 owners, and yes, there is a demo which I highly recommend you try if you're not sure on how this is going to be to play, but after going in again today after playing it on PCVR, this is a truly tremendous experience, and I'm starting to feel that PSVR2 is on a roll right now. It's coming back from whatever negatives the naysayers had about the headset, and tomorrow I'll be dropping my Alien Rogue Incursion review, so make sure you're subscribed. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all on the next one.